Okay, let's see. Oh, good. They actually have other options. Yay! Oh, good. They actually have other options. Yay! Oh, good. Yeah, that's going to be an infinite loop for a bit. But let's see how everything's going. Let's go. Oh, check there. Ah, hello CLLR or CIR. Sorry if I'm not saying your name right. Yeah. Alright, 5 minutes till. That thing seems to be working good. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Alright, hello, Joris J17. Mute myself. Alright, now I need to just hide my mouse. That's the one thing that I didn't do. View. Doo-doo-doo. And welcome everyone that's hopping on in. Alright, got 4 minutes before the show begins. And just doing some minor things on my end. Try to make this as best as possible. Oh, hey boss man. Yeah, I'll crank up my mic. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it. That is rather odd. Normally I'm a loudmouth. Or maybe I just bring it a little bit closer. That better? Yeah, sorry if I am a bit quiet. Sure. Let's see if I can. Then slash mod. Okay, now. Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, if I need to be louder, I'll just turn up the normal voice. Yeah, I just gotta project more rather than be a little bit quiet. And make sure the mic's facing the right way. How's that? because help me if I am not doing this right. I try my best, and sometimes my best just don't work. Oh well, 'tis life and how everything goes. Yeah, it should be. I'll double check. Let's see, audio input. Okay, how's that? Oh, that would be it. Yeah, apparently I might have grabbed something else. Don't you just love it when you do that? Yeah, apparently the OBS be doing its silly thing. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there on the mod thing, and it's time to start anyways. Okay. Hey, so on behalf of everyone here at Ponies Online, I would like to welcome you to Pony Robots 2 Electronic Doo-to-Doo. I just did not want to do the whole Scootaloo, Electric Boogaloo. It just gets a lot of stuff. Yeah, I understand. I understand completely there. It is always a little bit of a rough day whenever you gotta do so much and have to deal with so little. But this year, we're doing as we did last year, looking at awesome stuff from Derpy Boru that involves robots and ponies. Now, granted, I had very little to work with because, unlike the first year, I kind of been through a lot of stuff and people haven't been making it. But that will not deter me, for there is always more art out there and more awesome people to do it. So, how about we get right on to that, huh? And we're going to start off with something that I like to refer to as structure. Now, the main thing with structure is that it is always going to be different for each character. For example, yeah, it's always difficult when you're trying to manage some stuff. Yep. For example, this image right here is of yours truly, but done by his friend in Coldest. Note how Cole took my existing self and then made it into something a little bit more pony shaped. And I love that he did such a good job with it. It's really something that I enjoy. Hey. Now, granted, this is only one way of doing it. This is a little more of a pony and robot, that sort of thing. And that's kind of what a few other things of this panel will be, showing how people have drawn ponies and robots together. Now, it's not really all that hard to just draw a robot and pony separate, but it sometimes is a little bit trickier when you want to draw them together, or as one thing, such as this character right here. A very nicely drawn alicorn, and that is either a robot or has been enhanced with cybernetics.
it is a very fine line between what is and what is not a robot pony. But this is all about showing off awesome artwork from people from Debbie Boru. So, to our next part. Now, this is a very, very FNAF-inspired OC, if you ask me. Yeah, granted, it's not that hard to see the inspiration, but I would like to point out how it's subtle until you look at the eyes right here. And granted, it's not always just the eyes that do it, but they are the key thing for everything that anyone ever looks at. You got dead eyes, then you won't... Oh, dang it. This is why I always like to try something else. But anyways, dead eyes mean that there's something not right, and that can add to a good horror thing. Granted, we're not only here for horror, we're here for fun. And so, let us move on to something a little bit more fun. And by fun, I mean watching this robot be taken apart. But you gotta look at this awesome detail. It is extremely well done. And I appreciate those people that have come into view. It's really just, this is me looking at a lot of stuff and having fun with it. Now, for our next image, we're going to see something that everyone probably knows about. I am not going into detail of this character if you know anything beyond it, but I enjoy the look of it. I enjoy the structure. I mean, how many different forms do we have here? We have the knee joints, needs to be actual hinges, along with the hooves that are a little bit more hinged as well, but it does not fully convey a robot unless you notice these. Granted, the LED display might be a little bit more, but can you really blame anyone for not noticing it? Because some people just don't. Moving on. Now this is something a little bit more horror-themed, yet oddly satisfying. Look at that shape, those colors. The frickin' headlight in its head. And it's a very neat design. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now, granted, this is all in structure, so these are things that I thought would fit into everything, but I wanted to show off different designs. Such as the one that is coming up right next, if my memory and slides are correct. And they are! Here we have a thing I would like to call a magical robot, because that don't work. That does not work. But it has such a unique design, and I would love to see more characters done in this style. It's such an eloquent look. And it's also something I love seeing in designs. Also, please refrain from booping the moderators. They are trying to do their job. Thank you. Anyway, back to more design elements here. It's a very neat thing of all the energy is coming from her center rather than in her head or her hooves. And I don't know the actual term for this. I just call them orb box. Now, on the next page, we have something a little more, shall I say, a firepower. Because this is a very good turret design for a pony, and look at its, well, they clearly are a butt person. And it's one of those things of, they know what they were going for. We do not shame people here. They know what they did. But still, damn fine design right there. Damn fine. This one's a bit more simple, simply because it's just a neat wireframe for a robot pony design. And granted, you don't have to make it fancy to be fun and unique. But that's all I really have to say on this, because it's such a simple design. And then we have an OG of all the pony robots. Yes, this character has been around the fandom for years, and much like the other well-known one, I am not going into it. Simply because I am G-rated, and I cannot go into anything further. It is an awesome design, though, and I love the originality with it. Granted, it's always been one of those things of a fun design is better than anything you could ever think of that's practical. And that is why we love it. Speaking of fun designs, y'all knew this was going to happen sooner or later. A Sweetie Bot. This is one of many Sweetie Bots I have. It will not be the last, I can assure you of that. Also, chat, I appreciate all your kindness and sentiment. I am very much making this up as I go. Oh, with minor tweaks here and there. Now, this is something I like seeing as well. It is an actual pony building a robot within their universe, and not a full-on pony bot, but a toy. And I enjoy this simply because it shows that they are trying out new things in the world. Because we can build robots, why can't ponies? Granted, it might be a very different sort, but hey, this is all in fun. And I love this little look. The Sweetie Bot. Yeah, don't worry, there's more. But in addition to that, we also have things like this. Now, this is something that I did not truly ever think I would see. And I will move my hand in just a moment. But check that out. That is a neat, unique robot design that I don't really see much. Granted, it's very much using a Pegasus as a base rather than an Earth pony. But it's such a neat idea. And we are still not done because we got more in structure. I swear to you, this was all from Dopey Boru with everything tagged and filtered to be safe for work. If there's anything here that isn't safe for work, not my fault, blame the taggers. But even still, this character right here has a nice design. You can clearly see that it's very much mostly pony with a lot of segmentation done to be the joints for itself. And if I'm not as eloquent Again, I am doing this on the fly and trying to monitor chat as well. So sorry if everything's a little bit rushed and rambly. Yeah. But there's still more to come. And Jonas, yes, there is a lot of Pony Sweetie Bot. Or, you know, just thing. Now here's something that's just too damn cute. Look at that right there. That is too damn cute. Too damn cute. And at the end of the show, I will be providing my document and links so that you all can check out these images and find more. They should all be in order. If not, I apologize for my tardiness. But look at the cute. Embrace the cute. And here we have a bit of comedy. How do they get SpongeBob there? Don't look at me. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out how to move properly. But yeah, this is a very neat design that I honestly think is cool. It's very much just draw a pony and have lines on it with, you know, a television. But I still find it neat. And that's very much what I go for this image is, tripping over my tongue. Always fun. And now, a sad pony. Yeah. For people wondering what it says down there, I'm coming home, Ace. Now that is a sad pony. And I am sorry for sharing it, but look at that design. Look at how good that design is. It is so nice, and I appreciate the artistry here. Still, well, this is one of the reasons why I do this, to find and show these pieces that people may not know of. And that's why I love doing this panel. Granted, I am a rambly mess, so I apologize on that, but not for showing you all this stuff. Now we get on to robots that have been converted into ponies, which admittedly is kinda a better title for this. But what can you do? You can only think of so much without having to fall back on the basics. So, let us begin with our first thing. That is cute. That is very cute. I don't care who you are. That is cute. They deserve to be happy together. I don't know their story, but they are cute. And what do you say, chat? Yeah. Alright. A next image. Okay, that is what I would consider an almost full robot pony. Mainly due to the fact that, well, that's a robot in the very shape of a pony. And I'm kind of digging the fact that they have the big old steampunk optics or gem right there in the wing and the joints. It is a very nice design for something that has been done before. And I enjoy it very much. And I also apologize if I'm a little bit slow on all this. It's just so, one, you can see the image, and two, I can read comments. Next one. Again, I swear this is all safe for work, and this is a very neat anthro of all the things we have seen so far. I mean, look at how it is actually shaped in such a way that you can see what joints go where. Granted, some people might find it a bit creepy, but hey, I like the look of it, and it's a neat character design. And just because of how this fandom is and how quickly it does stuff, the new Mars rover has been ponified. Your argument is invalid. We have a ponified Mars rover once again. And a little bit behind the scenes stuff going on there. And granted, this is a very good design for a new pony image. I enjoy the actual camera arm simply because, well, the actual machine has that. That is cool. And again, I will link my full Google Doc to all these images after the panel is done. Now here is a very basic but still cute robot design. Granted, I get more Pikachu clones out of it, but still, that's me. Also, I love the fact that the eyes and heart are the only color you see here outside the electricity. Everything else is either black or gray. Which, as a blue, yellow, and brown robot, I kinda get. Need to have a single color, that way it's a lot easier to either color it and shade, or just be able to make it. Still, very good design, and I love the electric plug as a tail. I can't tell what actual end it is, but it's still a very neat thing. Now, here is a very much armored looking pony. And I would say this is a suit of armor if not for all the lights and dillybobs. Or as everyone loves to refer to them as, greeblings. Yep, gotta love the greeblings. But still, this is a very nice design, and I honestly would like to buy a plushie of this. I mean, come on, look how cute that hair is. That is some adorable hair. Still, it is a very nice and actually rather simple design, all things considered. And I enjoy everyone's commentary in the chat. Yeah. Now here's an old fan. Now here's an older OC that has been in the fandom for a bit, and his art was heavily featured in the last panel. Because he does a lot of good work, and I love the fact he also has a transform mode. Granted, I have not put any of his transform states in here, but it is still a very nice design character, and if memory serves, we might see him again. So, take that what you will. well, it's still going to be a long list. We're 24 minutes in, and I'm not even through half of everything. So, onward to the next one. Once more, this was all in the safer work category. I did not do anything wrong. Still, this is a very nice profile of that character, and it shows more of the creative liberties that you can do with the robot design. And it is not the same as everything else we have seen so far with the basic pony design. Granted, we still need to stop doing the butt shot, but hey, I'm but a commentator, not an artist on this matter. Irony, given what I'm doing. Oh, look at that. And a very nicely done robot pony that is very much either on the Sweetie Bot line or based around it. Which, let's be real, a lot of people took the Sweetie Bot idea and ran with it. Death, you know exactly what I'm doing. Also, thank you, Joyce. I am not very much of a normal streamer. I will plug where I normally hang out. And I thank you for everyone that has stuck around through my ramblings. It's all fun. It's all fun and games until other people come in and go, "What are you doing?" But still, this is a very nicely done image, and I love how they incorporated the pony into it. Very nicely done. Now, on to the next one. Y'all can't see, but I'm clicking through so many windows. Oh yeah, this is something that is so unique that I had to put it in, simply because how often do you see this type of thing? It's like Tron Legacy and some form of hologram had a child. Granted, that's kinda a thing, but I'm not going into that part. Still, very fun, and I love how this looks. And again, we always come to the questionable side of the fandom for how good they are. Still, it is very neat. And I enjoy the ever-loving heck out of this type of design. Now this is a far simpler design, like a wind-up toy would be. Granted, anything can be a wind-up toy if you know how to make it right. And yes, Death, I know you're joking. I'm poking a little bit of fun. But still, it's always a neat thing. It's alright, Death. I'm not against it, and I understand. Just remember, try to keep it as G as possible, and don't make the other mods have to deal with you. Because I kind of got 3 windows running, and it's already difficult to animate while doing so. Oh, because, yay, all the fun. Still, on to the next one. Ah, this one. This one is very well detailed and designed. What it is saying, I have no idea. Simply because of how many things go on in this picture. It is still a very well done picture, and I can see that, yes, that is a pony, but what is that around her? Is that synthetic leaves? Or is that something else? really, it is up for interpretation. I just think it's cool. Blue intellect? I have no idea. It's just one of those things of it popped up underneath my tags. And here we have a reference sheet for XO3Y. Yeah, it's hard to pronounce some robot names. Why do we have to make it all complicated? Simply make it easy to read and pronounce. Seriously, what is up with that? We need to get better at this, people. But I like how they incorporated like the lines of Tron or circuitry into how she looks, and it breaks it up nicely. Also, there's some, I want to say either Roomba or power on symbols in her cheeks. So it is very much a nice design that really does play to its strengths. Plus, it's a black and blue thing, which also reminds me of Detroit Become Human. Good game. And you should really check it out otherwise, if you haven't already. Now, to the next one. Yep. This is very much a rather simple design, given that it's just the LED face mask, and this could actually just be a normal character, if not for death. I would like to point out that within the past panel that I did, we did have Roomba Pony. So Roomba Pony is a thing. It's from last year, though, and I tried to make sure I don't repeat images just so I can refer to them as time capsules, and so everyone can know what's going on. Yes, Roomba Pony is a thing. It is very much a thing, Death. Just look up on Derpy Boru and you'll find it. Anyway, on to the next one. Now, this is a very unique one as well. Look at that. Its center mass has more or less just been a glowing system. Rather than just be, solid like so many others, this one actually has either a translucent part or that is some form of gel. Again, I don't know. I didn't design this. I don't know the specifics. But it looks so frickin' cool. And granted, the tail is something that people might detract from simply because, well, it's not pony enough. Seriously, these are robots here in the shape of ponies. We're not wanting them to all look exactly pony-like. It's all about the fun and all the creativity. That is an interesting point. What OS system do these all run? That, I say, fem.exe, or the Friendship operating system. I'm not a coder, so I can't really do the full operation thing. I'm just a robot here to talk and spend time. Yes, very true there. Very true. Speaking of actual things with more with more stuff than me, here, check this out. This is a very neatly designed, and I would like to say a hacker pony or some form of cyberpunk. Why it's here? Again, still got the humanoids to deal with. And I can make a lot of those. But it's always a fun time just to look at how neat this type of design is. And yes, Death, you can always do the fun things. Haxpone. Yes, that is what this will forever be called. This is a Haxpone. And no one is going to change my mind. And here we have more shipping. I don't know the context of this. And in fairness, I don't want to know because it's already telling its own story. And granted, that is something that I can always find fun in. And it's always just fun just to look at an image and go, that is a neat thing. I'm going to save that for later. Yeah, work on the acronym. It's just a lot of fun to come up with this. This pony has a frickin' USB coming off of its butt. I don't care what you say. It has a frickin' USB coming off its butt. Seriously, it looks like a frickin' USB cord, and that's awesome. And it actually looks very organic, all things considered. And that's kind of an awesome thing to look at. Very neat, and I enjoy just thinking up who would have made this and what its purpose would be. Granted, it's always fun to see different color combinations and how artists do this. Also, I really like her mane. Well, what would those types of viruses be? Because we kind of make our own viruses as a society. And then there's this. I have no idea the context behind it. It is just wholesome, cute, and I really enjoy it. Plus, it says its name is 01. And please, can I get a 01, please? You know, all that fun, very simple, but also very much an interesting design. Yeah. Well, I try and find the best artwork. We have too many good artists to do anything. And here's another well-designed thing. Kind of like one of those airplane ponies, but without having to, be an airplane. And it's a very neat design and a very well use of shading and whatnot to make it more stand-out-ish. And you can also see here that we have a neat landing gear that, I think landing gear or joint. Really, I'm trying to make all these interesting without doing the same old. Look at the image! Ain't it neat? Then, on to the next one. So, on to the next one. Ooh, we're at the crossover section. Huh. That means a lot of potential. Or people just haven't been doing a lot of stuff. Now, I wonder what it could be here. I already know, of course. Or did I forget because I've slept. Who knows? On to the images. To be fair, I categorized this before I knew it. That might be an original thing, but it reminded me of the pyramid thing or loot thing from Apex Legends. That's what this reminded me of. Granted, the tag didn't have crossover, but that was my fault because I didn't check. Still, this is a very nice thing and shows how robots and ponies can interact with each other. And death before you get your hopes up? No, I'm not doing any other Transformers. Simply because, well, it's very hard to... it's very hard to find non-official artwork at this point. And that's kind of the thing that I'm doing here. I am showing off the work of the fandom and not the people that actually get paid to do this. Granted, if you commissioned this and I didn't know about it, that's on me. But anyways, we can move on to the next image. And here's a nice little thing from... Alright, let's see if I can do that. Yeah, here's a nice little image that, again, I don't know if this is an actual OC or a crossover. It just reminded me of Mega Man. And we all love some Mega Man. Mostly either a Battle Network or a Star Force. Which, let's be real, it's always fun to see ponies like this. So fun, so cute, and so silly. Thank you. Rexy7 drew that lovely robot and pony combination before us. And if y'all find people that you are like, ooh, I love that artwork. Again, I'll be linking my Google Drive. I'll be linking the document so you can see all the images and find the artist. Now, here's something that has been a new thing. WandaVision, everybody! And no, there are no spoilers here. Yeah, you spoil the show, I will personally ban you, if not the mods. There are no spoilers here. We are here to have fun and talk about robot ponies. And damn, Vision, you look good as a robot pony. Seriously, the Vision's design is so complex at times, and the gradient here, oh so good. Very good. And this is a damn good artist, and I would love to check out more of their work. Also, everyone, I enjoy how you're doing this. It is very nice to see some back and forth in my chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, this isn't a full-on style, but something made in a game. Granted, this is a very neat-looking thing. It was probably meant to be a Sphinx or something, but I kind of don't care. This is under Pony when I searched it, so it is a pony for the moment. And I do enjoy how this is a very realistic game, and this is still a little bit cartoony. Excuse me. Still, this is a very neat idea, and I haven't seen anything like it before or since. And that's kind of just how I like to do. If I've seen it 1,000 times, I may skip it, but otherwise, it's in and I enjoy it. Oh, FNAF, you have come such a long way. From being a momentary blip on the horror screen to being so much more. Granted, I would have liked more of the main six, but this is still a very neat way of showing broken down animatronics and how the ponies would look as such. Still, it might give some people nightmares, so don't think too hard about the decaying remains of Applejack and Pinkie Pie. Yeah, Nick Cage and whatnot actually did a non-FNAF movie, which, let's be real, that's just fun seeing other people try their hand at Scott's work. Oh, Spiral Nights. Oh, how I love you and how I hate this boss. Seriously, you tried grinding in that game to get and level up against this one, and they don't drop it. It is not fun. The game is fun, and I enjoy it. This boss right here is kind of a dick, and there's two of them. Yes, everyone makes a joke of, there's another one? Or two? It's always fun and seeing stuff like this. Alright. Hey, next up on our crossovers, of course I had to get XJ9 into here. Do you know how many people enjoy Jenny? Because there are a lot of people. Oh. It also doesn't hurt that Jenny's creator was one of the people that kind of helped make MLP, so it's runs a little bit deeper than that. Still, very much a fun thing, and I enjoy seeing stuff like this. There we go. Death, I don't know about a Crash Pony. It might exist. I'm on the robot tangent. Speaking of robot tangents. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun. Yep. We got ourselves a Terminator pony here. And really freaking awesome artwork here. I enjoy how they actually made it reflective of the fire around it. Such a good design. Such a good design. My dude, this would be a metal poster if it wasn't a pony. But yeah, that is the awesome thing about this. Oh yeah. Broly's React always had good music. Now for a little bit more real world and goofy stuff. We have Spot the robot from Boston Dynamics. Like, this is a legitimate robot that exists in the world. This is awesome on so many levels, and I love the fact that we took the scene where Fluttershy's chickens were being put up for the night, and then Spot, the robot dog. I freaking love this on too many levels to count, and it makes me giddy. Not robot dog in MLP. It's ruined. But yeah, this is something that I loved finding, and it is just oh so good. And while this could be very much on to, actual cyberpunk because of the game, it counts as a crossover, and that's all good. Also, this is now a Keanu Reeves pony. You gotta fight me if you think otherwise. This is Keanu Reeves as a pony. Deal with it. And already there will be like Johnny Silverhoof or something like that. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever run across the Iron Giant as a pony, but Alright, it might be Deppy. I will concede there, but you all knew the reference. Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. You remember when you tried to kill me twice? Yep. We got a fun little crossover here of Twilight as GLaDOS and Celestia as Shell. And I don't know the story behind this, but man, do I want to know the fan fiction. People that want to write this, get on it. But that will bring us an end to the crossovers, and we are now back on Ponies as Robots, which these are either canon characters or definable OCs that have been turned from normal ponies into robots. So let's see what we got here. We might get another Sweetie Bot. The old one side is one thing, the other side is another thing. It's always nice to see this type of style. Granted, it is also something that I don't think many people will remember, given the Discord being good now. But still, it's nice seeing this type of style, and I love how the artist did a composition of, you can clearly see what side is a robot and what side is pony. And that's always such a good thing. Thank you, CIR. CIIR. That is a very neat thing. Sure, as long as it's appropriate, besides you're a mod. There it is. There's a Sweetie Bot. There's a Sweetie Bot y'all wanted. And look how cute she is. And I see that on Pony. And yeah, that is a very good image. Is that death? I will include it into the actual link after the show. Yeah, I realize it's safe for work. Yep. So let's move on to Luna. Unfortunately, there is no trigger here. Yeah? Luna? Trigger? Kamen Rider fans? Anyone? Okay. But still, this is an awesome Luna. I love how they still kept the whole alicornness, but added something very different to it. And look at that detail. Ugh. So good on that detail. It's just a very nice thing, and I enjoy how that looks. And a little bit of comment section. Yeah, Death, I figured it wasn't your art. But yeah, it's a very nice image. Again, I'll either show it at the end of stream or do the whole thing and with the links. Now here is a bit more of a comic that I am sorry that you can't easily read simply because of how, well, how everything is on my end. If my plans would have worked out, I would have had something a little bit different. But hey, we work with what we got, and this is a nice little comic just to show another story. It's very nice, and I like the look of how he roboticized the ponies. I shouldn't really say roboticized because yeah, fair enough on the image thing. Don't need a flood. Next, you had a sweetie bot, but look at Scooterbot. Look at that Scooterbot. Are y'all looking at the Scooterbot? I don't see you looking at the Scooterbot. Look at her in despair. Fair enough. But yeah, it is a very nice image here. Okay, next, a nice little group shot here from a podcast, or at least a writing group. But yeah, it's always nice to see this type of thing. And if I have it in the wrong category, I apologize. But this is such a well-designed shot that I had to share it. Always such a good thing. Always a fun time. Aim to have a party with friends. Who else misses being able to interact with people? Because I do. But hey, we still got the net. Ooh, a Scootaloo with the cybernetic or robotic wings. That is so good. And some more. Again, it's hard to tell if this should have been the other way around, but I find this rather cute and like how they have a constant design here as if made by the same manufacturer. Plus, let's be real, we all love ponies in socks. Yay, ponies in socks. Still, very nice image and all the funness in the world. You can, well, given how Equestria is, you can make metal light enough to do stuff. I did mention that we were seeing our little old robot friend with Trixie again, only this time he's with Twilight. Really, it is a fun thing to try and swap styles. Granted, I don't know if his actual lays are wearing socks or boots, but that's neither here nor there. We have Robot Twilight now. All hail our mechanical queen. Long live the queen. All hail the queen. Ah, fair enough on that hedonist and bot. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Now, that is very much a Rainbow Dash clone in all but name. Not actually saying that's a bad thing, but if we were to, put blue paint on it and have the cutie mark, then yeah, this is a Rainbow Dash bot. Granted, the fangs and mouth kind of scammy, but, well, that's just how things go. Again, this would have fit in the other category, but it looked very much like a Rainbow Dash. Excuse me for a moment. Come on. Hello. I'm kind of busy. I will. I apologize, family. But anyways, yep. Here we have Applejack as a robot. Granted, how can you improve on Applejack? She's already tougher than most, and she can actually probably knock a block off. But hey, 'tis life. And everyone wants the robot version. Also, she is not a background character. She is a well-rounded and developed character. Plus, yeah, she can always be modified if she really wants to. Do I hear 3 Tweety Bots? That's right, folks. We are having a hot sale of 3 Tweety Bots. And look at this design. Very nice and very much a similar but different thing to what we had originally. Still, I enjoy how it looks, and it is a very nice Tweety Bot. Not really much to say outside the background, and y'all can look at that. Death, of course you would take the entire stock. Alright. And now we have a bit more of how to maintain your robot. The lucky pony has buffers, oil tins, and even a diagnosis system. Come on, that's not fair. I don't even have that. I don't have all that nice stuff. Ah. Don't look at me. I am in shame. Anyways, all the fun stuff always seems to happen to these types of things. And it's still fun. Sorry, I'm using fun too much. It's still nice to see this type of detail go into a character's design. Even if it's more or less in a white background. But still, that's kind of a trope at this point. You know, white background, sterile, all that fun stuff. Chat's still on the robot ponies. That's good. I'm doing my job. Hello, the Assaultron from Fallout called. It wants its design back. In all honesty, this is just a fun thing. Seriously, though, this does look like an Assaultron from Fallout. It's just so, I want to say iconic. but I really can't say for sure. Once again, this is all safe for work, and if you see something that's not there, that's not my fault. Because I screened it. It's all good. I enjoy the fact that people are having a good time, since I'm basically just as being a puppet and talking over still images. But he ran so far away. Seriously, this is a very unique and simple design for the character, and it kind of adds to like Equestria Girls or a possible Transformer. Yeah. Mostly the humanoid design. The robot pony is very kind of basic, but hey, at this point, it's kind of doing double duty as both a humanoid and a quadruped. I can't really ask for more. Still, it is a neat thing, and I enjoy the heck out of it. Whew. Doing this for almost an hour and 10 minutes. Where does the time go? Ah, yes, he could also be running down a dream and searching for a mystery, going wherever it leads. Alright, who resurrected Glaze as a robot? Again. Seriously, if I didn't know any better, I would say this is a wooden toaster OC, or at least a copy of him. Granted, you can see that it's not them, but hey, it's one of those things of, I noticed it, and it's just a neat design quirk. Still, very good robot, and I enjoy the shock pattern. Death Brody, it's one of those things. I have a long memory. I gotta keep myself occupied somehow. And now for something more physical on the Applejack front. Here, we have an actual physical model of Applejack with either a rocket launcher or some form of propulsion. Granted, she probably could just be having a rough time, or she's fighting a war. You know, kind of hard to say. I don't know. It's all I can think of just to figure out why she would do this or why she has these. Still, I admire the craftsmanship, and this is a real object. It is something very neat, and I would love to see more from the artist. Ah, yes. The apples won the war. The old fun stuff still comes about. And we got another book horse. Look at that book horse. Look how elegant she is. And the fact she has a frickin' book as her wing. I mean, seriously, look, that's a book. That is some good detail work right there. And it's something that I enjoy immensely because, well, the artist knew what they were going for, and it looks fantastic. Still, a very interesting choice, and I need to really stop using fun and so much until it becomes a nonsense word. Sorry, some background stuff. But anyways, on to the next image. Oh! This is going to be rather short because of the whole mech thing, but it is going to be some of the stuff that I could not find earlier. Still, oh, it's something fun to do. Oop-a-doop. That right there is the most creative mech I have seen so far in this fandom. Look at that design. Yeah, mech is also referred to as mecha. You might know it similar to like Gundam or any type of giant robot. But really, this is something that's so damn neat that I could not believe my eyes when I first saw it. It is just so cool. And it's almost entirely foreign to any type of pony design, save for that one thing in the head. It's just so dang neat. And here we have a... I want to say it's a mech simply because it looks like a pony in a mech suit, but it could just be pony in armor. Still, it's something that I actually like and enjoy, and just something that's so dang neat because of how detailed this piece is. Because how long does it take to make that much Greebling? It is something that you have to really think about. It is so freaking awesome. Yeah, well, I kind of didn't want to just cram everything in there. It could have been AJ. Honestly, don't know. And those were the only two entries. Now we are on to Cyberpunk. Which, let's be real, a lot of us have a bad taste in our mouths with Cyberpunk. And I can't really help that. I can only do the best I can with what I got. So let's see what I've got. Yes, that is an opportunity. Then again, I did go through a lot of mech stuff of last year. Oh hey, Somnambula and the Sphinx. I could have put this in mech, but you can clearly see she's not piloting the mech, and the mech is against her. And it's set in a Cyberpunk S universe. So we have it as a Cyberpunk. Which, damn, the Odyssey really pulled out all the stops. I mean, look at those backgrounds. Damn. That's some good stuff right there. Yeah, I didn't speak for that whole segment because this is still safe for work, but that is a pony with a person, and it was lined up rather, well, I'm gonna let you deal with that. 40K is a little bit hard because they are very much a combination of either technology or machines integrated into organic components. I would go more cyborgs than anything. But honestly, this is still a good thing. It's mostly just the angle because I'm not going to spell it out. But still, the art itself is a rather good thing. Mainly because, well, let's be real. You have too much pink here, and they somehow balance it out without making it be like eye bleeding. To quote a floating head, too much pink energy is dangerous. But this had enough neon to be like, yeah, this is good. This is some good stuff. And then there's this big thing. This thing right here. I find it awesome, and I love how the lighting goes from the top to the bottom, or vice versa, depending on how you want to see it, and it all looks so good. Really, it's such a nice thing in here, and the artist did an amazing job. I don't know if this is a pony or a wolf or damn. But yeah, it's all in good fun, and I enjoy how this looks. It's such a neat design, and kudos to the artist. Waifu has been found. I repeat, the waifu has been found. If you have lost your waifu, please return to the service desk. We have her with her knife. Please return to the service desk. Thank you. Yeah, this is such a good Tempest shadow that I don't need to really do anything but make a skit out of it. That or she's your boss. And we all know where that goes. Do not piss off this boss, for she is the boss. I'm trying to make my material a little bit better, even if it's spontaneous. Still, very good image here, and I love how they did the hand. It is a hoof with frickin' fingers. Frickin' fingers on the hoof that don't look creepy. Yeah, it's all in good fun here. It's all in good fun. Hey, y'all remember when Rainbow Dash in that alternate future had a robot wing? I think I found the facility right here. It is such a neat thing to see someone actually build a thing of, okay, this is how we're going to make them explain away the robot wing in that universe. Granted, this might be a bit advanced, but hey, that timeline's very different from the one we know. So, all in good fun. All in good fun. Alright, on to the next one after that. This feels more Borderlands. Anyone else getting more Borderlands vibe? Maybe Sunset Overdrive. I really don't know. But I do kind of like how they depicted the mask here and how it's very much a world of kill or be killed while still looking very similar. Still, it is a very neat pony design that I have not seen done before, simply because of how everything's gone together. Yes, that poor dead pony, but hey, I'm not the artist here, I'm merely a commentator, so I can't save them. To the next one. Okay, this might have gone better in like exosuit or mech. But in my defense, this looks more or less like someone just have a organic component strapped on top of a lot of enhancements. A lot of enhancements. Which, granted, is not a bad thing. But that's a lot. Still, very good design. And I like how they kind of have a scorpion tail. And one welcome my friend Coldust. Thanks, Cole. Well, I had asked him to come in earlier to help with commentary, but Cole is a very busy man, and he is very much to do. And he's also an awesome artist. He even did... I'm going to have to recall, but I'm going to go back just so I can show you his awesome artwork that was in this thing. It was on E2... He drew me. Yes. Coldust the Strange in chat drew this. I love it, Cole. You are awesome. Now back to our regularly scheduled panel. This character is awesome. It's neat. Next one. This is a very cyberpunky thing to do. Ooh, robotic limbs on the end and just looking fly as heck. It is so dang good. So very, very good. And I have now turned it into Coldust being both happy that he got recognized and just like, oh. But yeah, the color on here is also so well done. And it's a very neat and contrasting color between the mane, the fur, and the actual augments here. It's always such a neat thing to see how an yeah, Cole, a nice little thing that we've seen throughout, like, all the cyberpunk stuff, and I'll go back again just so you can see, is, look at this Tempest Shadow. See how the hoof has a paw design. And we even had the boss character here that looked more Sphinx, but still had the same paw, like, design. Yes, I know. Oh, and for people watching in recordings, yes, this is what happens when you have a live broadcast and a friend shows up. You kind of just go, oh, well, I gotta show my friend what he missed that he might like. But again, still, oh, this image right here, very awesome. Oh, this poor little thing. It's like, help! I can't fly! I can't fly right yet! It's like, I don't have legs! but it's still trying. It's still trying. Also, this is a very standard example of coloring. Just a white base and a gray thing for all the components. Yes, a lot of the panel that I do is just showing off art and being like, look at this awesome stuff. It's very cool. And Cole, I will personally give you the list of all the art that was shown here while you were gone. Simply because that's what friends do and I'm doing it anyways. Now, I did not know this was ready on first inspection. I should have, though. Look at that mane. And look at that face. It was clearly ready from the start. I was just too blind to notice how good it was of a rarity. So again, human error on my part, but hey. I'm working through it. Yeah. Again, this was all in the safe for work, so... Oh, if anything, this is Deppy Boru's whose tag's failing. And I end on the ready as that is all the images I could find while prepping for this thing. Now, granted, and if there's any images that you would like to see again, then just tell me and I will gladly go back. In the meantime, let me get a link. I'm not fully done yet. If you have any questions on how everything went together or anything to do with, well, this whole setup, feel free to talk to me in chat. Otherwise, I am fine with staying on stream and asking any questions and showing anything else robot related. do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's the shed. Yeah, I tried to categorize everything into who types just so it would be, one, easier for me, and two, just something I can reference as I go through. But it's one of those things of all the fun in the world can only get you so far. I would say it really depends on how you want to go. Nice, got it. I got what I wanted to show. Because the last thing was Death found something that is very neat. I need to expand it out a bit just so I can show it on screen. And let's see how that goes. Yep, there we go. There is something I will have to add to the list, but there's your iron pony. Granted, I should probably extend to DeviantArt as well, but Yep. Yep, all the pictures were from Derpy Boru. That's why I have image links, because it's an easier way to, one, find it, and two, give credit. If it's not tagged on Derpy Boru, then I can only give what I got. Yep. So again, if anyone has any other images is for me to look at or share, feel free. Up, I got another one here. Let's see. Ah, a real world item. It's always fun seeing those. Do 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 boo do boo do. At this point in time, it is 30 minutes left, and I can cut it off there if you really want. But here's a real world item inspired by My Little Pony. That's very silly. As long as it's safe for work, I am glad to share. More somewhat cyberpunk. And yes, the image is cut off, but that's mainly, again, due to how I have everything set up so it can fit in my presentation. And we have a better image. Granted, this one doesn't have a source, but it's a nice little thing to... There we go. Oh no, I have opened up the floodgates. Whatever shall I do from awesome stuff? Oh no. Yeah, at this point, I'm not moving my character on the screen anymore, given the fact that I have to find and click images. But yeah, it's one of those things of now we just have a little bit of fun to show off any other stuff that you know of. Because this is more of a art show off than anything. And I enjoy doing all of this. But yeah, it's just all the fun. Ooh. And let's go here with that there and pop it on screen. Yes, someone actually has an actual Sweetie bot as a battle bot. This fandom will forever be silly, and I love it. Oop, add something there. There we go. I watch it. Yeah, that's a very neat crossover. I'm not posting it because I don't like linking Pinterest because it's a little bit silly. Again, since I have all this in another window, I will gladly add this to the list of just submissions for next for the extra bit. Because as much as I love moving my character around trying to do all this fun stuff, it's also just, if you guys have images, I will gladly show them off, because this is as much my panel now as yours. Just show off the awesome art. Oh, this is good. This is real good. If I can grab the right image. There we go. And now we have RoboCop. I kind of like the delay. I can work with that. Oh, this is a good plain one. Definitely more robotic than anything else. Yeah. Ah. The Rock. More Iron Giant, yes. Again, I apologize for all the crop stuff. I set it up one way to run all the slides and whatnot. It's just some good stuff. Let me check the main in chat, just because I may not have been doing that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, doodle-doo. And people are having their own fun in the main chat. Alright. Right, so back to any images. But yeah, this is one of the fun things about just doing this type of panel. Ooh, of course there would be more. Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5 Sweetie Bot images so far? Oh, this is also a fun one. For the Iron Giant one, that was a Rock for Mod and Tree for Fluttershy. You know, in all honesty, I would just love to see people do a lot more things with robots in the fandom. Not be like, hey, we just want to do all the characters as robots, but something neat with that. Because as you saw, there was a lot of good, unique ideas. And it's always fun to see what people think about, because robots mean so many different things to so many other people. And we have at least 6, but does this count as a Sweetie Bot if the Sweetie Bot no longer functions? I would say yes. Pixel and Hollow Ponies do count as robot ponies in bodies. While in cyberspace, they are very much AI ponies, which Oh, that is splitting hairs at this point, because how do you classify AI and robots? Because that is a thing and a half to try and figure out. Oh, because an AI cannot exist without a network, but a robot can exist without an AI. It's just one of those things of tomato. Sorry, one of those things of which came first, the chicken or the egg? Because yes, AIs came after robots, but do we start classifying robots with AI as just robots by default? It's one of those things that I'm not wanting to deal with because I'm not smart enough to do that. Of course, Luna with Diva's mech. That is always a good one. Death, that is something that I'm still not sure about, simply because if you could infuse magic into it, would it actually need an OS, or would it just run off of magic and be like basically a smart AI that learns through experience rather than having to be programmed to do so? It's one of those things that a simple old person running a panel and a lot of robot ideas but not functionality, cannot tell you, because I don't know. And CIIR is correct. A lot of stories that do involve robots depict magic as a way of programming it. We got a lot of... What is with all the pony battle bots? I mean, seriously. We've come across at least a few at this point. Well, you're not wrong, Death. It's just one of those things of I don't know for sure because, again, I haven't had either the inclination or a full-on reason to do typing. Yeah, I would not be against watching Pony Battle Bots, because that would be silly. I love Robot Wars, and seeing that is just fun. But it is definitely one of those things of I have merely just scratched the surface by staying with one source. And I mainly did that simply so I could easily type it without having to go through 1,000 different layers. Fair enough. Well, you're not wrong if they're fighting each other, but then again, if we're fighting each other, then what happens when we both lose? But yeah, I see a point there. Yeah. We're going into the Twitter stuff now. And there might be more than just one, so here's the exposure part that I say go for. Oh yeah, I remember Titanfall. Well, but let's go down this little image. Guess it's just this one pony then. And it's half obscured because of everything. Again, I will gladly put all this stuff into everything. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I said that I will gladly just put all the links you're giving me into something and afterwards. But there's Titanfall. There's some 40K. Already got you. Shout out the dog. There's a thing of Fallout Equestria. I remember Razor from Robot Wars. So good. So very good. Good. More Robot Wars stuff. Excellent, excellent. Even more 40K. And something that is relevant to us. The discussion of robot ponies. Which, again, I will link all that. Thank you for the 15-minute warning. Yeah. Are you locutus, old chrysalis? Even more. Seriously, y'all give me so much. You gave me at least another 15 minutes to just ramble on this. Still, it's all in good fun. And I enjoyed every minute of it. But I'm willing to let you go at this point. Before I fully sign off and get this started to be downloaded and then uploaded to YouTube, please go check out Mid-Air Pony Fair after Ponies Online is done. It's at the start of May. And Coldust, if you're still here, is one of the many artists that work on it, and he may be doing a panel there. No trouble at all. But no problem. Go check out Mid-Air Pony Fair for more stuff from Coldust. And let me just go to our schedule and see who I can send you to after this nice little panel. Okay. So right after I am finished, we have Squiggles doing their, well, squiggliness. So you can find that here. Yeah, and about half an hour to an hour, let me check. About an hour after, we have Nerd Trivia Night. Yep. Copy there and paste here. So you can enjoy 2 more panels before the end of the day. And also, starting at 8, we have music starting on this one. I believe it was, let me look, Caliber, starting at 8 p.m. and then down on our music side. So have fun with that. And we'll see you around the con. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you again, Ponies Online, for allowing me to come back. I will see all you around either the convention or just hanging out in chat. Until then, have a good night, be safe, and enjoy all the fun that comes with it. Goodbye.